Hello and welcome to the programme. For many Ukrainian war veterans, returning to ordinary life after serving on the front line is a rather daunting prospect. In Ukraine, it's a sad fact that many war-hardened soldiers are really unable to cope with many everyday challenges, such as finding a job or other chores that many of us seem as mundane, perhaps. But today, we have an inspirational story, how one man transformed his life after war and became an inspiration for others. Joining us in the studio is Leonid Ostaltsev, a Ukrainian war veteran and founder of Pizza Veterano. Thank you so much for coming in, and can I just say it's an honour to have you in the studio.
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
As I said, your story really is inspirational, and it's been covered by a lot of news media around the world. The New York Times was reading an article. We've done stories on Pizza Veterano as well, and you've been expanding as such. I wanted to ask, first of all, actually, for our audience who don't know about your story, can you tell us about Pizza Veterano and how it was established? Just very briefly, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a short story. When I came back from the war, I started to work in the unit of veterans. One Marine called me and said, "Hey, I'm Jora from 95 Brigade. You don't know me, but I want to be useful here in civil life. I want to create a unit of veterans to help another guys which now in the war, to help their families, to help to the families that guys are dead." And I say, okay, let's do this. We start to work, and in this work I saw that we have a big problem with the jobs, because many guys which came back from the war, they don't want to go back on their old jobs. They want to do something new, but they don't know what they want to do. And I saw that we always have to talk about what with each other, and we don't have a lot of talks with people which don't was at the war. And that's why I decided to open a pizzeria, because before the war I work at pizza places different. I know how to do pizza. Yeah, and I decided why not? I will employ guys. I will study them how to do cool pizza. I will pay them. I will employ a psychologist, and she will help us with adaptation. We will work together. We will earn some money, and we will help some people. Why not?
Yeah, and your story really has become an inspiration, as I said, for a lot of other people, and you've expanded. But how have you seen this support change for these Ukrainian war veterans who come back, and a lot of them don't just have physical trauma, but also psychological trauma as well? How much support is there from the government? Are there different NGOs now that are supporting these war veterans? Now, how has that changed from the guys that you speak to?
It's a difficult question, because the government, for now, don't have any programs for adaptation, rehabilitation.
Even still,
we don't. Yeah, still we don't have, because we have war for 4 years almost, and we don't have the specialists in this. And this is normal, you know, because USA have their own experience, and they need it for 20 years to do something good with their veterans, to create some cool programs. I don't know. When I start to do this, I just want to show that if I can, you can also. It's not so difficult as we think. You just have to try.
Yeah, and you did. You did.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised, because also you were offering free pizza to veterans, and you're still in business.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive as well. But this international support is also very important as well. And you've had experts from America who have come over and helped you. What sort of support have they given, and how important has that been?
As a guy from America?
Yes,
yeah, this is my first investor. His name Andrei Galitsky. And he helped me with first money. It was $150. It's all money that I had for the project.
Yeah.
And the main help of him, it was help with a business plan, because I don't know how to do this business plan. And I always speak with him. Every evening we have Skype speech about business plan, about numbers, about what I will do, how I will do this. And he's a businessman from the USA, and he helped me with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how difficult was it actually just to come up with the business plan? Was that the most difficult part of opening a business?
For half a year, I only do the business plan.
I mean, it's no secret that Ukraine is very bureaucratic as well. Do you think this is one thing that really hampers war veterans from actually getting back into business or getting back into...
It's a big problem
It's
too.
the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
What sort of advice would you give to other Ukrainian war veterans and perhaps even veterans abroad who are sort of considering opening their business? What sort of steps, do you think they should take?
They should try, because it's not so difficult as we think. If you stay alive at the war, you can do the business. It's okay.
But is it, it's not just about business, but it's also broader about rehabilitation as well?
Not rehabilitation, I think it's about adaptation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because when I work, when I do some business, I solve some troubles, I'm all my time, I'm do something, and this helped me to adapt in civil life, because on the war we have one rules of life, here we have another rules of life, and business help us to understand these new rules of life. That's why it's very cool.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and how has your business expanded since you started? Because obviously you have one restaurant now, which is in the center of Kiev, and I imagine you don't just have Ukrainian customers. A lot of international people go to your, a lot of foreigners go to your restaurant as well. What's your plans for the future? Or is that a secret?
Yeah, this is a secret. I'm just working. I don't want to be, some big, because now we have 3 pizzerias, 11 coffee shops, and 3 projects under the trademark Veterano. And I think it will be more, but this is not an aim,
Yeah.
I just want to do my job good. This is all.
Okay. And how long has your place been open now? The main Pizza Veterano?
1 year and 9 months.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, we will celebrate 2 years, I think, in 3 months. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, how interesting. Yeah. Well, firstly, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Joining us in the studio today was Leonid Ostaltsev. He's the founder of the veteran project Pizza Veterano. You're watching UATV.